This video, I'm going to show you a very simple, straightforward gold strategy. Honestly, with this, you don't need any other strategy for gold, all right? Because this have to do with price and time. It happened, it formed every day at the same time. Okay, so let's dive into this. I don't want to make this video long, all right? So let's start from here, from recent price. Okay, let me just show you. Just gonna show you here. Then before we go deeper into it, just want to show you how it is every day. So it's two things that you look for at this time. Price will only do two things, right? So it's easy for you to identify, to spot it out in the market. So price can either sweep the low or break above the high, or break below the low. All right, sweep the high or the low, break the high or the low. That is the only two things you're looking for. You don't need the daily buys, you don't need every other thing. Just on this, once you get it, you take your entry. All right, so look here. At this particular time, 8 p.m. New York time, all right, 8 p.m. New York time, that's what I use. So look at this candle, this 8 p.m. candle. Look at what happened here. We closed above it and price pushed higher, all right? So look here again, we swept the low of it, closed above, and price pushed higher. So this is a low probability because every day is not gonna be a clean day. So, but look at this one, we closed below, push higher. Sorry, we swept the low, closed above, push higher. And this can actually be, sometimes it can be the low of the day. All right, there's a strategy that I also trade on NASDAQ, which I can find the high or low of the day. All right, so this is also another one. So this is 1 hour candle. If I haven't mentioned that before, this is 1 hour candle. You can see this candle here is the 8 p.m. candle. What happened next? After 8 p.m. candle is formed, we swept the low, close above, then continue going higher. Here again, we swept the low, close above, and continue going higher. Here, we swept the high, then drop lower before reversing again and continue going higher. So we can go on and it's still going to be the same thing. Here we close below it. This was the candle. Here, this candle was the candle. This bearish candle was the candle, right? So let me go a little bit deeper, all right, on the two things that you look for. So it doesn't matter if the candle is bullish or bearish candle, all right? It doesn't matter if it's bullish or bearish candle. You just want to identify that 8 p.m. candle, all right? Is that difficult to identify? Is that difficult to wait? This can also help your psychology of waiting because now you know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for this candle to close. Once it closes, you just mark out the high and the low of the candle. Mark out the high and the low of the candle and wait for price to do its thing. As you all know, a candle is a range, all right? A candle is a range. So all we just want to see after that candle is formed, all you just want to see after that candle is formed is, are we sweeping out the highs on the lower time frame? Remember time frame alignment. You still need to apply time frame alignment, all right? You go on the lower time frame, which is going to be 5 minutes or 1 minute. You want to see if we sweep in the high or if we break in above, then continue going higher. If we sweep the high, then that means you're gonna sell, all right? Let me draw this thing a little bit better. So it's either we sweep the high or we sweep the low of it, all right, and continue going higher or continue going lower, or we break above, all right? So it's only two things that can happen. The same thing goes with this candle. The same thing goes with this candle. Is the same thing that's gonna happen. So let's use this, like maybe we break the high, continue going low higher, all right? Or maybe break this, continue. So remember, the candle doesn't matter if it's bullish candle or bearish candle, all right? So let's get here. So as I said earlier, it's only two things that can happen. It's either we get a reversal or we get a continuation. So this is, if you go on your chart and look at it, right? This is the two scenarios that could happen. This is the only two things that can happen. Remember what I always tell you, price doesn't move like this. Price can only go up or go down. And if you understand this and accept it that price can only go up or go down, then you can start seeing things clearly. You can start seeing things clear. All right. You focus on that one time frame. Focus on the time. The one time frame is 1 hour. Focus on the time. After 8 p.m., the next candle that's formed, what did it do? Is it sweeping the low or sweeping the high? Or is it just going to close above or closing below? That would give you bias. That's an easy bias. When you start using candles for bias, you see how easier trading is actually, because a lot of traders complicate a lot of things. They go on what happened last 5 years ago, last 10 years ago, and trying to mark out a line from there, trying to mark out whatever, hoping that, no, we're printing out candles, so you can easily trade those candles that we're printing out. All right. So here is the reversal. Here is the continuation. You can see here, this is the 8 p.m. candle, right? Sorry, this is the 8 p.m. candle here. Then what happened? We closed above this candle. Let me add my wick here. So we closed below the candle, and this is a continuation. I will show you how you will catch the trade on lower time frame. So just stand by, just watch to the end. I'm going to show you the entries. All right. So this is also the same thing. Sorry, I drew this wrongly. I'm not an artist or whatever, people that draw this, whatever they're called. And also this one, I drew it wrongly also. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. This is how it's supposed to be. All right. So it's supposed to be like this. This is going down and this is going up. So we want to see, are we closing above? If we're closing above it, then cool. We could drop down on the lower time frame and look for a continuation. Okay, guys, forgive me for this. Nobody is perfect in this life. If you're perfect, good luck to you. All right, so let's get on the chart, because I told you this is going to be a very, very short video, because it's a straightforward strategy. It's a very straightforward strategy. All right, so let's use what happened this previous 2 days for an example. Let's use this one first. So let's mark out this candle very well. So this is going to be this candle. It's going to be the high and the low. So let me mark this out here. I can mark this accurately here. It doesn't work like this. So we're going to mark it when, okay, let me go on lower time frame, then I'll mark it there also. So let's use 5 minutes for this. Let's use 5 minutes for this one and see how we could have caught that trade on, that was on Thursday, Thursday trade. So let me mark out the 1 hour candle here. We closed at 9, started at 8, started at 8 p.m. So this is going to be the candle here. So this is going to be the candle, right? So what do you see here? We swept the low. We swept the low, and this is going to be your entry. This is going to be your entry here. Then you can target back the highs, or you can target 2 to 1. It depends on you. I always tell traders, you can choose whatever you want to target, all right? But the highs 50%. Sorry, the high is 2 to 1, 1 to 1. It doesn't matter. Whatever the market give you, you take it like that and come back another day. Since this setup forms every day, you don't have to be greedy on it. All right, you don't have to be greedy. You want to catch the whole thing. And when you're trying to catch the whole thing, you might get stopped out. But the one that is more high probability is when we have a sweep, when we have a reversal. All right, that is more high probability. The way I've tested this, I even traded it 2 days, yesterday and the day before yesterday. I traded it, but it's something that I've known for a while now. All right, so this is a trade that I took on 5 minutes. You can see there was order block that was formed here on 5 minutes, and we took the trade. So this candle alone, it's already telling you that it will be a possible reversal. All right, this candle closing like this, then you see this engulf close above this, you already have your entry. All right, so let's look at this other example. This one was a little bit messy, but it was there. All right, it was there. All you just have to do, once you get your entry, you place your stop loss and let the price do its thing. Let the market do its thing. So let's look here. 8 p.m. started from here. 8 p.m. started from here, then ended at 9, right? It's supposed, that candle is supposed to end at 9. So let's mark out 9 here. Mark out 9 here. Okay, so this is 9, right? So what happened next? This was the high of that. This was its high. This was its high here. Okay. This was its high. So what happened here? Price swept the high. Price swept the high. And what happened after it swept the high? Did we close above this, below this? Nope, we didn't close below it. Price went one more time. It didn't actually sweep the high like that. Okay, swept it at this point. It swept it at this point. Swept it again. Then what happened? Started closing below that high where price started. How am I gonna even say this? The low that swept the high again, all right? The low that swept the high. So we close below it, closing below it. This is already an entry, all right? This is an entry for you. So you have to stick to one particular entry, all right? You stick to that one particular entry, and your stop loss will always be at that high. You stick to one particular, when you stick to one particular entry, right? You will see that win or lose, right? You will know when you make a mistake. You will know when you made a mistake, and win or you lose, you have a high probability win rate. You have a high win rate, all right? I don't know how to say it more than this, but that is what it is, all right? You can see in this case here, we didn't get back to that high, but you catching 2 to 1 or 1 to 1, it's already enough for this trade. You can see 2 to 1. Let's stick to 2 to 1, and you can see 2 to 1 here. Boom. Targets hit, all right? Targets hit. So let's look for, okay, there was nothing else that happened here, but let's look for more example. Let me see if I can see the continuation example, and I will show you. Okay, in this case here, we also had, okay, this was a continuation. Yeah, this was a continuation. So let's mark this out here from 8 p.m. to 9. From 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So you can see in this case here, price didn't sweep the high because this is where the candle started from, but it closed above the highs. Close above the high. So are you gonna catch this trade? Okay, let's get it. So now how I'm gonna take this trade will be, seeing that that candle closed above, right? So you can see the 9, let me do it like this. I don't want you guys to get confused because we're on the lower time frame, not on the high time frame. So we have the 10. Okay, it's gonna be the 10 because remember, next candle closed here. Next candle closed like this. So what you will do is that you look for a point of interest on that high time frame. Okay, on that high time frame, we should have a fair value gap on that high time frame, on that 1 hour candle. All right, so that is telling you that we're going to continue. You have to set these rules for yourself. All right, you have to set these rules. So for your continuation, you need to see a 1 hour candle showing you a fair value gap. All right, so I think this is where we had the fair value gap. Let me mark it up. We should have a fair value gap somewhere here. Okay, if you go back, look at it, there will be a fair value gap there. I can see fair value gap through lower time frame. So now, having this fair value gap, you can see price came back here and swept this low, this lows that we have here. Price swept this lows that we have here. Swept this lows, and what happened as you swept this low? So this high that came for this low got closed above. So that's the close above, that's your entry. That's your entry there, right? So you got your entry here. Remember, different markets with different entry model. That's how, on NASDAQ, I don't use this entry model. I use a different entry model. So you can see 2 to 1 here, 2 to 1, 2 to 1. So could have milked this. This 2 to 1, a very nice trade. Honestly, this is a very high win rate trade. You just need to write down, it's the same thing that you see every time. It's either we sweep the low or we continue. Two things, nothing else will happen. If we continue, if it's a continuation, you want to see a fair value gap getting formed on that 1 hour candle. When it formed, you refine it on 5 minutes. All right, so let's look for a few more examples. Glad we've seen the continuation example, and we've seen the sweeping continuation example and the reversal example. Okay, so on this day here, let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. So from 8 p.m. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. it's gonna end at 9 p.m. Right, 9 p.m. So did we have a sweep here? Let me take out this for you to see properly. Did we have a sweep here? No, this was a low that formed here. So what happened? We had a close above. So on this close above, right, where would the fair value gap be? Okay, so the fair value gap will be around this level. I think somewhere around here. Okay, on this one, let me zoom back in and see. I can't really see it clearly on this. Okay, this was the one that didn't work out properly. All right, so you taking how many trade? 1, 2, 1. There was one here. You taking 1, 2, 3, 4 trade and lose 1. It is what it is, bro. That's enough. So the fair value gap was here. So let's go back on lower time frame. Let's see how that one played, because you can avoid the losses. In every trade there will always be losses. That's just one thing. Because when I started trading, right, when I do test a strategy, let me say I tested 1, 2, then the third one is a loss. Oof, I'm done with it. But no, that's not how it's supposed to be. All right, just need to learn how to manage your risk. Then yeah, okay, you can see when price pushed back to the fair value gap, this is when it got to the fair value gap. Or you can say this. All right, you can say this, but you can see price didn't close above this and it came back here. This wasn't actually a loss like that. Price actually pushed a little bit. You can see here, as soon as price closed above the body of this candle, close above it, could have taken your longs here. Take your longs here. You're risking 15 to make 15 to make 30. So, or you could be targeting this high here, but you see price went up a little bit and came down and stopped you out. It is what it is. You move on to the next day. So let me give you like 2 more examples. Let's see like a different scenario. Luckily, we've seen the one that got lost, right? So let's look for like 2 more examples. And after that, okay, so here was 9. And I believe this was a break below, because you looking at it on lower time frame here, you can see that price, okay, it started from here to 9 p.m. Okay, started from here to 9 p.m. Let me delete this. So then we can see price, what did price do? Price didn't close. Nothing happened. Price just went and closed below it. Closed below it on the 1 hour. Remember, you're looking at the closure on the 1 hour. I want to see how it happened on the 1 hour. Because if you're going to see a sweep, you will see that entry as a sweep. So price closed below it, and we had a fair value gap. So in this case here, the fair value gap will be somewhere from here, maybe till here also. And price came tapped on that fair value gap. Then we started closing below it, which is your entry. All right, this is going to be your entry. It's going to be your entry. Shots, boom. Then you can target your 2 to 1. Your 2 to 1 should be somewhere here. You can see price pull back inside again. You don't need to be scared of all this pulling back inside, as long as your stop loss will always be at that high. Okay, when price break this, where did the movement started from? Right? Sorry, English is not my first language. So where did the first whatever, man, where did this push started from? Started from here. Okay, so that's gonna be where your stop loss will be, and this was a win. Okay, one more example. One more example. Then you can backtest this yourself, then do some adjustments if you need to do some adjustment. All right. But I'm telling you, this is a powerful gold strategy whereby you can easily tell. Sometimes it becomes a low of the day, sometimes the high of the day. All right. So in this case here, we had a break above. We had a break above, and not sure where the fair value gap is. All right. But let's assume it should be somewhere here. Then we had a break here, and price continue going up. So if you're trading this, all right, you need to backtest this yourself and make sure you set like a straight rules to it. All right, set a straight rules to it, and trust me, this is all you need to trade gold. One setup every day. One setup every day. Every day. There's no day, there's no setup. There's one setup every day. You just need to know, what is price doing? Are we sweeping or breaking above? This is already telling you that we're breaking above. There's candles. It's telling you that we're, because if it's going to sweep, it's not going to waste time. Just sweep it quickly. All right. So guys, if you want me to drop more on this, right? If you have more questions, you want me to drop, use it for another video, your question, because I like doing that. It's someone that asked me about gold, and I decided to make this video because I know this strategy. Yes, I learned it from someone. Then you can ask the question, and I will make a new video on it. All right. So guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, like, and share these videos so that other traders that are struggling, we pity them, so that they can learn from it. All right. Please do. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good luck trading this. All right, good luck trading it. This is gonna make you a lot of money. Trust me, this is gonna make you a lot of money. You just need to be disciplined, go with the rules, wait for that one setup. Don't take the setup before the time or after everything has happened. You want to take like a late entry. No, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, guys. Bye for now.